fascinating about that technology. It was a real technology. It's almost as if you can say that the concept of creating a vortex above craft or in front of the craft was given to the Germans by their discovery of what they found in crashed UFOs.
If Nazis had mastered the secrets of alien technology, they would now be capable of weapons and aircraft like nothing mankind had ever seen. It would only be a matter of time before Allied forces met the results face to face on the battlefield. Coming up next, Hitler's UFO army is exposed. But if you think you've heard of the ultimate wonder weapon, think again. This is Unsealed Alien Files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. Welcome back to Unsealed Alien Files. The Nazi thirst for an advanced wonder weapon led them to search the Earth for the most devastating technology mankind had ever seen. But was their greatest discovery not from Earth at all?
And we have the ideology that there could be an alien race out there above them that could have technology that far surpassed anything that Nazi scientists had achieved at this point. You have to assume that they would be really interested in that alien technology and would do anything to get it.
Some theorists believe a recovered alien craft may have led to a Nazi anti-gravity prototype known as... These designs illustrate several Nazi aircraft, rumored to have repulsing technology. Some believe these discs are evidence of German engineering combined with alien intelligence. The most famous of this craft was known as the Honolulu. It was described as a flying saucer, allegedly 25 meters in diameter, and capable of traveling at 17,000 kilometers an hour.
According to reports, these things came in every size imaginable, from massive warships to tiny discs that could be launched from Canada.
But if the Nazis were truly building a fleet of UFOs for world domination, do we have any proof that they actually took to the skies, just as the Allied pilots of World War II? Sealed case file, Nazi Foo Fighters. Beginning in 1942, Allied pilots flying battle missions over Germany began seeing glowing balls of light in the skies and boxing in their planes.
During the latter part of World War II, American squadrons encountered these craft, and because the French word for fire, which was fitted, the American pilots called them Foo Fighters.
Written testimonies, such as that of RAF pilot B.C. Lumsden, describe an orange light encountered at 7,000 feet, diving around the plane before firing off. Hundreds more of these strange encounters were reported, from simple sightings to incidents described as screaming dogfights with strange balls of light.
And we believe these objects were not just optical illusions or balls of light. We believe they were real objects because a B-29 bomber shot down a Foo Fighter in 1945 over the South Pacific, and the Foo Fighter split into a million pieces.
But if Adolf Hitler did have alien intelligence, it's possible he saw more than cutting-edge aircraft.
With aid from extraterrestrials, Hitler could have easily created the ultimate superweapon. And we're talking something that's bigger than just guns or aircraft.
In the twilight of World War II, Allied forces were pushing into Germany. German airfields were bombed beyond repair. Hitler was seeking technology to launch aircraft not dependent on runways. But did his solution become the most powerful weapon in history? Unsealed case file, the Nazi Bell. Rumored to be inspired by the UFO Hitler recovered in 1938, Nazi slave labor carved an underground research facility 1,000 kilometers into the Sudeten Mountains. According to alien theorists, this facility was designed to house an incredible device known as Die Glocke, or the Bell.
Die Glocke was purportedly a bell-shaped device that stood up to 15 feet tall. And it's been said that 5 of Hitler's top scientists may have died while working on that project. And those sacrifices mean that Hitler thought he was onto something.
And here's a technology that used counter-rotating cylinders of a very heavy metal, liquid metal, called red mercury. And by spinning them and counter-rotating them at furiously high speeds, it generated an intense field of radioactivity. And that became the power source for these weapons, counter-rotating fields of mercury.
Experts believe one purpose of Die Glocke was to power the flytrap, a circular set of arches allegedly designed to vertically launch Nazi saucers.
Reports say that the flytrap was used to launch anti-gravity aircraft. If the Nazis had actually developed anti-gravity aircraft, there's no way the Allies would have been able to keep up.
But other historians argue that the Bell may have had a much greater and more frightening purpose, one that could make the Nazi Party the most unstoppable army in the history of time. This is Unsealed Alien Files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. Welcome back to Unsealed Alien Files. The Third Reich. Despite accounts of recovered flying saucers and incredible advances in weaponry, modern historians remain skeptical that there is a connection between Nazis and UFOs.
But there is proof. There's testimonial proof. One of the great German rocket scientists, Hermann Ober, went very public and said the Germans were helped by people from other worlds. That's a stunning statement.
The greatest proof of the Nazis' alien secret may be found within a mysterious device known as Die Glocke, or the Bell. But could the strangest detail of the Bell reveal that it was the ultimate wonder weapon?
Some of the stories about this device describe that it had a mirror on top of it that allegedly allowed one to see images from the past.
Some say Nazis controlled the Bell with ancient Aryan practices to warp space and time. Was Hitler building a tunnel?
How many traveled in time? By creating vortices, they could shoot themselves through a full space time.
So offering out the assumption that the Nazi Bell was a time machine and Hitler was going to actually create it, if he could just go into this object and go back to any point in time that he would want to, would be unstoppable. He could in essence do whatever he wanted, save Nazi Germany, and really fulfill his world domination desire.
But in 1945, the Third Reich fell.
We will gain the inevitable triumph, so help us God.
Hitler is said to have ordered the Bell's destruction to prevent its alien technology from falling into U.S. hands.
But there's another here. In December 1965, over 20 years after Die Glocke disappeared, a strange bell-shaped craft heavy with radioactivity and glowing blue swept over the American border from Canada, over Michigan, over Ohio, making long escorts and slowly coming to a controlled crash landing outside of Kecksburg, Pennsylvania.
Multiple witnesses claimed not only to see the crashed object, but reported its appearance to be nearly identical to that of the Bell. Reports state that almost instantly, a group of American soldiers wearing no insignia arrived with a flatbed truck to retrieve the object.
People were warned, keep your mouth shut, don't talk about this.
Could this tale confirm the true purpose of Die Glocke?
Did Die Glocke disappear in time, landing 20-plus years later in Pennsylvania, and then being taken to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio, where for all we know, it sits there today, our own American time machine?
At the end of the war, the world was now seemingly safe from the Nazi threat. But did alien technology give the Nazi Party more longevity than we ever imagined possible? In 1947, the U.S. Army received a letter from Guido Bernardi, a man claiming to be a former Nazi operative.
This letter referenced that not only was Hitler alive, but he was living in a specially designed U-boat. He was experimenting with highly advanced pieces of technology, flying saucers, as he described them, inside this letter, that were set to attack certain points of America, Great Britain, and other key targets on the world.
According to the letter, Hitler's submarine was heading south, past Africa.
Now, why would you be traveling south past Africa? There's nothing south of Africa, except Antarctica.
In 1938, a Nazi expedition to Antarctica created rumors of a secret base beneath the ice in an area claimed by the Germans as New Swabia. But could the base have been where Hitler retreated to develop UFO technology? And is it possible? Discovered it. Unsealed case file, Operation High Jump. In 1946, Admiral Richard Byrd led 4,700 soldiers, 13 ships, and multiple aircraft on what was to be an 8-month research mission known as Operation High Jump. 2 weeks later, after suffering a large number of losses, they returned.
This was not simply exploration, this was a war maneuver. What happened to that? Admiral Byrd reached the South Pole with his expedition.
Upon return, Byrd was quoted by the press, warning that the U.S. should adopt protection against the possibility of an invasion of the country by hostile planes coming from the polar regions. The U.S. forces confronted by a concentrated force of Nazis with advanced alien aircraft and weaponry.
It sounds crazy, but if it's true, then the Nazis could still be living under the ice of Antarctica to this day.
Coming up, we reveal the ultimate Nazi UFO secret, exact coordinates that could show the location of a secret Antarctic stronghold. This is Unsealed Alien Files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. Evidence shows Hitler may have pursued secret alien technology, giving the Third Reich advanced flying machines, and perhaps even the secrets of time travel. But did it allow the Nazi regime to remain alive and well in a secret base deep in Antarctica?
It's hard for anything to survive down there. If they were able to find a way to do it, then how will we ever know they're there?
These global coordinates, released in a recent news article, show what some believe is the legendary base's entrance.
Satellite images clearly show an opening 180 feet wide and 230 feet high. It's the only place you can house a UFO.
Right in the Google Earth coordinates where Byrd believed the entrance to be, you can actually see the entrance to inner Earth.
If true, Hitler may have fully mastered alien secrets to ensure the Third Reich's dominance, and our war with the Nazi regime may not be over. This is Unsealed Alien Files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. Planet Earth. Cusco, Peru. This jungle city was once capital of the Inca Empire. But it was in the late 1990s that archaeologists digging in these ruins came across an incredible discovery. Skulls, unlike any creature known to man. Their size and shape were almost a perfect match to eyewitness descriptions of alien beings.
The elongated skulls that we found are not only larger in terms of cranial capacity than modern humans, but the eye sockets are much bigger, the jaw is much larger, and also the actual bone material is sometimes 60% heavier than a modern human.
What could this actually be evidence of alien beings that lived and died on planet Earth?
Now, on the one hand, there's a perfectly conventional explanation for this, that the babies, they're strapped to a backboard in such a way that it actually deformed the skull, so the skull became elongated, and that's what we see. But UFO historians say something different.
In 2011, the remains were taken to a museum, where local news reported the head is triangular and tremendous, almost the size of the body, and that Spanish and Russian doctors have confirmed that indeed it is an extraterrestrial.
Now, these alien skulls have been trained up everywhere, not just Peru, Mexico, Egypt, other countries in the developing world, and it seems the more we dig, the more we find.
The explanation may be found within a book published in 1882, Atlantis, the Antediluvian World, by American politician Ignatius Donnelly.
Now, in this book, it talked about these godlike beings that inhabit and perhaps were the original settlement on this planet. The question is, could these gods actually be aliens?
The book explains that before the island sank, its leaders left for Egypt, Mexico, and Peru to become rulers of these countries, and reveals another intriguing detail, illustrations of their unique skulls. Perhaps the most well-known of these ancient leaders was Egyptian ruler King Akhenaten. He was the husband of Nefertiti and father of Tutankhamun. But could he also have been an alien king?
When we look at the skull of the Egyptian pharaoh Akhenaten, we see how it's deformed, how it's elongated. So it's not just larger, it is almost this tubular shape in that. What could that have meant? Was Akhenaten an alien?
These characteristics may have been a product of genetic deformity, but some theorists propose rulers such as Akhenaten were connected to an alien race, a theory many believe applies to the world leaders of today.
There have been reports of aliens interacting with world leaders for centuries, but none so interesting as with one of our own presidents.
Coming up next, find out what the president might know about aliens among us, and later, answers from an unlikely source, speaking directly to alien intelligence. This is Unsealed, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. Welcome back to Unsealed Alien Files. Are human beings alone on planet Earth, or is it possible aliens are living among us?
If anyone on this planet knew of extraterrestrials interacting with us, it would have to be our world leaders, and they're not telling us.
Some believe mankind's greatest encounter may have ended in a pact bartering human lives with an extraterrestrial race. A pact allegedly executed by none other than the President of the United States. Unsealed case file, the Presidential Alien Pact. Palm Springs, California. In 1954, U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower lands for a winter holiday. During the trip, he mysteriously disappears on the night of February 20th, igniting a firestorm of media speculation. But witnesses who came forward in later decades claim that during this time, Eisenhower visited Edwards Air Force Base, where he met with an alien race.
Recorded witnesses to this event claimed that Eisenhower was actually asked there by the extraterrestrials in order to make some sort of deal.
The aliens said to be at this meeting were a race known to ufologists as the Pleiadians, frequently described as taller and larger than regular humans. They are known for their shockingly blonde hair and clear eyes, earning them the nickname Nordics.
And this meeting was very much tied in with an effort by these extraterrestrials to persuade the US government not to go ahead with the development of nuclear weapons.
But just 10 days after the alleged meeting took place, the US's Bravo hydrogen bomb was detonated in Bikini Atoll. It appeared no treaty to end atomic weapons was reached.
So another path was chosen, meeting with other groups of extraterrestrials who were not as opposed to the United States developing nuclear weapons.
The second meeting between Eisenhower and extraterrestrials took place at the Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico, where he met with the Greys, and this time, a treaty would be reached.
Their alleged deal, they would provide advanced technology far beyond human capabilities. But in exchange, the Greys would be given the freedom to abduct humans for DNA and experimentation. But most frightening is the supposed location of these experiments, an alleged underground military laboratory known as the Dulce Base.
For over 30 years, top-secret projects have been said to take place on the Archuleta Mesa. This area is where humans and extraterrestrials actually work together on a variety of projects, anything from technology to bioengineering.
The existence of the Dulce Base has been confirmed for decades by documents such as the Blue Planet Project and whistleblowers such as former government geologist Phil Schneider.
I was involved in building a base inside Dulce, New Mexico, which is Los Alamos Laboratory. On the southwest part of the Archuleta Mesa, we built an underground facility about a part of 3 cubic miles down underground.
Reports state that the base is 7 levels deep. But the deepest levels are allegedly only used by alien researchers for their experiments on human beings.
And it is literally a chamber of horrors. Human body parts are floating in these blue liquid vats. Human beings are being literally swollen. Human body parts being used, recombined with alien body parts. No human beings alive.
The tales are so horrifying that the area has become known as Nightmare Hall. But while this location may be one of the most frightening places aliens could live on planet Earth, evidence shows we may find a greater alien threat slithering beneath our feet, one that has taken the form of human beings. Coming up next, a war at the Dulce Base claims human lives. Evil alien conspirators masquerade as our leaders, and we reveal an exclusive interview with what could be actual alien intelligence. This is Unsealed Alien Files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. Welcome back to Unsealed Alien Files. Humans were once thought to be the only intelligent life form on planet Earth. But some experts believe that aliens exist among us, and may be working alongside the US government in an underground alien facility known as the Dulce Base.
In this Dulce Base, human beings and extraterrestrials are working together to hybridize a new species, part ET, part human. They're working with the US military to target, they're working with US scientists.
It seemed that the US and extraterrestrials were working together in peace, until the Blue Planet Project revealed a 1978 incident known as the Dulce War. It detailed a confrontation that ensued when human soldiers attempted to infiltrate an alien-only research level. Witnesses, including respected government scientist Philip Schneider, have come forward, claiming injuries suffered at the hands of these alien races.
I didn't waste any time reaching my pistol and start shooting. And I killed 2 of them. Yes, they're mortal, and they do die. And the next thing I know, this blue beam hit me and just literally opened me up like a fish. And burned my fingers right off of me. And it was some form of electrical force because of kind of like it being hit by lightning bolt, burned all my toenails off of me. And there was a Green Beret that was right behind me that risked his life. Like he died, shoved me back in the dash and hit the button and took me up. And I wouldn't be alive out today. Worked for him. I'm over dead.
Why are these alien beings here, and what do they want from the human race? The answer may be found in one of the oldest reported alien species on planet Earth, the reptilians.
It seems like through all the stories of abduction, the reptilians are probably the last ones you want to come across. The reptilians are usually described as almost like a reptile, usually a lizard-shaped head, very much like a reptile skin. They're not more, very much filled with experimentation, violence, pain.
According to lore, reptilians do not live in the heavens. They do not have ships. They also live underneath the ground we walk on, or next to us, in the form of someone we trust and believe to be human. But they are far from legend. Unsealed case file: the lizard people. 1933, Los Angeles, population 1.3 million, is a quickly growing American city. Engineer G. Warren Schufelt is surveying downtown Los Angeles for gold deposits when he reportedly makes an incredible discovery: a strange labyrinth of tunnels in the shape of a lizard, and its inhabitants, the lizard people.
In 1934, this geologist, this mining engineer, Warren G. Schufelt, discovered there was a hidden city under downtown Los Angeles, catacombs and caves and tunnels and roads, and he believed that reptilian creatures had lived there.
After drilling more than 250 feet into the city, officials ordered the shafts sealed. It is unknown what, if anything, has been found, but the story of subterranean reptilians goes on.
Even going back to biblical times, the serpent or the reptile is really seen as this evil type.
These ancient cultures not only describe the reptilian's sinister appearance and nature, but special powers unlike any other alien race.
One thing that people talk about the reptilians and their difference is that they can shapeshift. So not only do they look like reptilians in their true form, they can actually shapeshift into something that looks like you and I.
If real, who knows what positions of power and influence they've occupied in the past, and what they could occupy now.
Some people go so far as to say that members of the royal family, political leaders, the global elite are these reptilians, and that occasionally these aliens in human form are let down their guard, showing some sort of reptilian behavior or appearance.
If true, these beings could lead us to extinction, all from behind an impenetrable human disguise. Is there any hope left for humanity?
The most common portrayals of aliens is that they are here to harm us, here to take us over. However, there are aliens who, in fact, are said to be our ancestors, and that they are here in order to help us and to guide us.
Unsealed case file: the Arcturian message. The Arcturians are considered by many to be the most advanced civilization in the galaxy. They have been known to channel their message through humans, who act as mediums.
My name is Suzanne Lee. I am a PhD psychotherapist, and I have been in communication with the Arcturians since about 1994.
Sue Lee claims the ability to bring a message from the Arcturian race through her own body. It is a message about the future of humans and aliens on planet Earth that she will channel before our very eyes.
What I'm about to do right now is to allow the Arcturians to come through.
When we return. This is Unsealed Alien Files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. Of all the aliens who could be among us on planet Earth, only a race known as the Arcturians are said to share their message through mediums such as Suzanne Lee. What you are about to witness is a never-before-heard message that could be from an alien race.
Greetings. We are the Arcturians. Our ultimate hope as the humans realize that they are us in a human form. We are their ancestors. We are you. And we have come to wake you up from your dream.
If true, aliens may be ancestors of the human race. But whether it is the Greys, the Nordics, the Reptilians, or the Arcturians, one